In today's video, we're going to take this jar of maple syrup that I harvested from big leaf maple trees in my yard and turn it into maple sugar. Maple sugar is a great one-to-one substitute for white sugar, and it's relatively easy to make, so let's get started. The first step is we're going to pour our maple syrup into a large pot on the stove and start boiling it. Now we're dealing with a hot sugar solution, and this is going to want to boil over, so I'm going to stand by it stirring constantly to make sure that doesn't happen. Now as this heats up, it wants to boil over. You have to stir it constantly. If you don't, it'll come out of the pot and make a huge sticky mess. We're just waiting for it to measure 262 degrees. We still have a ways to go, but you have to babysit this constantly. Okay, we're at our temperature. We're going to turn it off. Then I'm going to use a beater here, and I'm only having one of the paddles in. Our maple sugar looks amazing. The next step is to run it through a sieve. All the really fine grains fall through and lay flat on this parchment paper, and the larger clumps remain in here. Just look at how fine that sugar is coming through. We're going to let this fully cool, and I'm going to keep sieving the rest of it. I have several sheets here. Now that we're done with the first round of sifting, we have several trays of this very fine maple sugar, but we also have a big bowl of chunks here that are too big to go through the sieve. You can save these and use them. They're still sugar, just larger, or you can put them in the food processor and break them down into more fine grains and sift them again. And that's what we're gonna do. After running the larger clumps through the food processor, they're now much finer and ready for sifting. Instead of doing a second grind and sifting again, I'm just going to leave this slightly larger. It's still usable and really tasty. Well, here's all the maple sugar we made today. There's 5 piles spread out of this fine sifted maple sugar and 1 pile that's coarser and clumpy. I'm going to jar these separately, but first I want to make sure they're fully cooled and dry. If you put them in a jar right away, they'll turn into a big ball of sugar that you can't pour out. So we're going to leave these overnight, and in the meantime, we're going to clean up our mess. Well, the boiling pot is our biggest mess. There's lots of maple sugar crystallized on the side. It's clumped on there, and you can't get it off very easily. We're going to add a cup of water, put the lid on it, let it steam off, and it'll turn back into a syrup. Now with the water in the bottom and the heat on, the steam will clean off the sugar from the edge of the pot. With that steam going, it looks like all the sugar on the edge of the pot is gone, but we're gonna save the syrup in the bottom. It's still really good. Now the pot will be easy to clean. While this dries, Clementine's gonna taste this and tell me what it tastes like compared to regular sugar. Just a small amount.
It tastes like maple syrup, but in a sugar form. It's really good.
Well, here's our maple sugar. It's been drying for several days and has a really unique texture. As we stir it, it moves slowly, almost like kinetic sand that the kids like to play in. We also have this large bowl of the larger chunks, and we're about ready to place it in jars. I'm gonna go ahead and weigh it and see how much we have for baking. I'm really proud of this. This was such a process. It's my first year doing it, and it turned out really well. If you wanna see the full process of how we made the maple syrup, I'll put a link down below. You can see that full video. But we tapped our trees in our yard, the sap collected in buckets, we boiled down a very large pot, it condensed into maple syrup, and from there we took half the maple syrup we made and made it into maple sugar. And this maple sugar is extra special. And that's because it comes from a completely different tree than what you typically see maple syrup and maple sugar come from. Most maple syrup comes from the sugar maple tree in the Northeast, but we made this out of big leaf maple trees in the Northwest. It has way less sugar in the sap, so it takes way more to boil down, but it has a really unique flavor. It is so tasty. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and weigh this. I have the same jar we had the maple syrup in, but first we're gonna tear the jar, see how much the jar weighs, zero it out, and then we're gonna place the sugar in there and see how much by weight we have of maple sugar. So our jar weighs 2.37 pounds. We're gonna go ahead and tear it back to zero and start adding the maple sugar. Okay, we only have about half as much by volume of the really fine maple sugar as we did originally, but that doesn't include all the coarse stuff that didn't sift out. Now we're gonna see the weight. So our very fine maple sugar weighs 2.2 pounds. Now we're gonna weigh the coarse sugar. And the larger stuff is 1.08 pounds. Well, here's our final product. I'll put a lid on this and we're gonna store it. You're gonna see this used in a lot of different videos. I'm doing a challenge where I'm gonna go a whole month only eating food that I've collected, grown, and harvested myself, including sugar from a maple tree. I also started keeping bees, so I have honey. This is my sweetness for the whole month. I've also gone so crazy even to go to the ocean, boil down ocean water to make sea salt, and I'm growing everything in my garden I can. So I hope you're interested in this journey I'm doing of a diet that's 100% homegrown, raised, collected, and harvested, including maple sugar, maple syrup, honey, sea salt, and much more. If you want to see how we made the maple syrup, I'll put a link to that video down below, also sea salt, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all my viewers.